Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. My name is Lucas, and today we're going to be talking about local SEO. We're going to specifically dive into different tactics on how to increase or how to optimize your Google search presence inside of the Google search platform, and how you as a local business can generate more content to drive in more local customers or users. So you want to rank number one in Google, right? So if that's the case, today I'm going to be talking about 3 different pillars that basically help you get there, right? So pillar number 1 is location pages, right? So I'm just going to write down location. And let's say that you are a dentist and you have your own dental practice in South Florida, right? So in the state of Florida down here, you have your own dental practice. You only have one, right? But maybe you have different types of locations, right? So you would want to create different pages that talk about these locations and combining your business with these different locations, right? So for example, I live in a place called Doral, Florida, and I searched for dentist near me, and you can kind of see, okay, results for Doral, Florida. So we have a few sponsored ones, but then if we scroll down, we can see dentist in Doral, Florida, dentist of Doral, dentist near me, and then we have downtown Doral, so it's not really Doral. We have midtown Doral, and then we have something over here that's not really combined with the title, but it's part of the title. And then we start getting other results like Miami, Florida, for example, or South Miami, Doral, and South Miami. So what I want to say is that you want to create titles that are specific to that location that you are. If you can write, the name of that sector of that city. For example, here it says dentist in Doral, Florida. You're being very specific as to where you are, and inside of your content page, being as specific as possible. So welcome to your name, where you smile, and whatever. And then it says, we know finding the right dentist in Doral can feel overwhelming, but at our office, you'll find a team that's not just skilled, but generally cares for you. So if you're looking for a dentist near you who truly listens and understands your needs, we're ready to build a relationship based on trust and comfort and warm, welcoming space. So basically what Google search is basically providing a list of the top sites that have the best click-through rate. So for example, this click-through rate of this Doral dentist when searching for a dentist near me in this specific location that I am in has a better result than these other. And the reason is because Google kind of analyzes the situation, analyzes what I'm searching for and where I am, and kind of wants to provide me with the best result as possible. That I am looking for a dentist near me as close as possible, not dentists, but a dentist. And so it's providing me with this dentist in Doral that I can go to. And so adding these types of pages into your website is actually very good for you to do, since you are a local business, you are a physical place. You want to add, you want to really focus on that specific aspect. And the best way to do that is by generating content with AI. And I love to use this tool called RVal, because RVal is it's an AI agent specifically made to help you with SEO. So you can use something like ChatGPT or Claude or Perplexity, whatever you want to use. But RVal is just specifically tailored for SEO purposes. So for example, you can create an SEO article and write, dentist in Doral, add this keyword. And basically what you can do is you can use RVal's sophisticated platform to generate a whole blog page about, finding your perfect dentist in Doral. And this is kind of another thing that we have to keep in mind. So we have usually a funnel of people, and down here is the service that you provide, right? This is how you make your money. And some people are going to be up here. Basically, they're going to be far from the actual service that you want to sell. But some people are going to be down here, right? These people are going to search for like booking a appointment, right? Booking an appointment. And these people are going to be like discovering certain things, right? They're probably new in the city, or they're looking for a new dentist and they're trying to compare, right? So something like an article like this of finding your perfect dentist is a good discovery type of post that you can put. So, but basically what you want to do is you just want to create as much content as possible inside of your website for all these different stages, right? So there's going to be ones in the middle as well. And you want to just generate different content for all of these different stages and add them into your website. And also in Arval, inside of the content, you can add a context description. So you can basically tell the AI that you are a specific, dentist office in a specific part of Doral, let's say like in downtown Doral. You can say, I have a dentist office in the middle of downtown Doral. Click on Save Changes. And basically what you want to do is you want to fill out all of this information. And then basically what you can do is you can generate a full article just like this, finding your perfect dentist in Doral, quick guide. Finding a good dentist in Doral can feel overwhelming, especially with so many options out there. So you're basically creating this type of content for that upper funnel as well, with basically just answering a few questions that they might be asking, right? Now, the next pillar over here would be service pages, right? So we have location pages. The next one would be service pages. Let's just put an arrow over here. And service pages, right? We have our little dentist office looking like this, right? With the D over here and the door and the window. Sorry, I'm drawing with my mouse. But we have our little office and we provide different types of services. So we provide like cleaning, we provide braces, right? We can do surgery, we can do like root canal and a bunch of other stuff, right? So we have different services with different types of pricing, obviously for different things. So for example, the surgery side and the root canal would be something a little bit more expensive. But the cleaning would be something in the cheaper end, right? And the braces also a little bit more expensive, I guess. Surgery would be more. But you have these different types of services that you provide. And what if you can combine that local pillar with this service one, right? So if you have cleaning, right, you can create a bunch of different articles that have to do with a specific topic, and you can include the RAL in some of these places, right? So cleaning services in the RAL, fastest appointments that you can book, for example, booking, we guarantee booking in the next week or the next few days, whatever it is. But basically creating a bunch of different content on these different services that you provide for your customer, right? So you provide content. And again, this also revolves around this specific funnel. So people that are looking to book an appointment would be down here, and people that are just discovering, they're asking questions like, how much, like, what is the recovery time for this specific surgery, right? Or how fast is a cleaning session? These are different types of content that you can also generate, but a mix between all of these different things would be ideal for these different service pages. Now, the next thing, which is actually like probably would be the most creative thing, are these lead magnets. So basically, these two would be more informative, right? You're creating content that people can read and people can share to others and eventually book something. But with these lead magnets, these are a little bit shorter form, and you want to have some type of conversion already, right? Whether it be asking someone for their phone number, right? You have the content over here, and then you can ask them for their phone number, and then this button, this black thing that I'm drawing, is the submit button. And basically what this is that, someone might have, you can use like AI tools to basically do like calculators. So I have two cavities. How much is that going to cost, right? Or you can do some type of generator. So maybe you have an image. Maybe the person has an image of their X-ray of their mouth, and so they can upload this X-ray and basically get some type of answer, right? So you would want to create some lead magnet that has a text and has some type of prompt for the user to fill out, or some type of form, right? And basically you want to collect leads so that you can contact them in a few days or so. And what's great is that Arva also has this lead magnet tool, so you can create a magnet over here, and you can call this one like let's just call this one like a dentist appointment. And here we can generate a prompt. So we have prompt. You can use the word input to refer to the user's input. So generate life advice based on the user's input, or how to generate passive income. This can be the placeholder. So this is something a little bit more creative. So we can write like how to book an appointment, and we can say generate timestamps or schedule based on input. And then here we can write like view slots, and we can click here on collect emails, sign up text, subscribe for us to reach out to you, right? Something like that. And then we have a little preview. We can create this. And then here I can write something like my email, click on view slots. And then we have over here our leads list, which will eventually load. And you can basically embed this into your website just with this code, right? So it's pretty simple. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Guys. So we have our different types of pillars that, will eventually help us rank #1 in Google. So they consist of location pages, so location based pages based on your local business, right? So in this case, if you're from South Florida, you want to talk about that specific place that you're from in South Florida. If you have different locations, you want to do that as well. Then we have different services. So services, we might have different, cleaning, we have braces, surgery, root canal, and you want to create different articles based on the different levels of the funnel that your users might be on. They might be, still discovering, they might just be curious about that, or they really want to book something, and you can basically book the appointment already inside of these pages. And another thing that's important is that inside of these pages, you not only want to have the content, right? And over here, like all of this content that basically Arvo provides you with, but you also would like to have a nice structure of everything, right? So you want to have your call to action over here. So for example, and you can use this leads generator tool that I was just showing you to basically embed that over here. So you have a nice structure of a blog post with a call to action up here, obviously in your nav bar. And if you want to learn a little bit more about that, I have another great video showing this. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Local businesses going to a direction where you are ranked #1 in Google. Just follow these different pillars and be patient, because the traffic will come, and eventually you just got to keep on being consistent with pushing out content, and you'll be good. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.